Hello StarCraft fans! This is Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another weekly edition of Midrank Madness. This is a game between Vedeynevin and EATMYDICTION on Frost. On the top right side of the map we have the yellow Zerg player. It is Vedeynevin. I think I'm saying that right. I'm going to call him Nevin from now on because holy cow. And in the bottom right side of the map we have the purple Terran player. It is EATMYDICTION from FXB. Okay, so the purple Terran player nonetheless. Did I say that? Did I say it's purple? EATMYDICTION says this is the first time I've ever played purple. And again, I love the yellow. I know I say this every time somebody plays yellow, but hopefully it's not frequently enough that you go crazy about it. Yeah, yellow, it just helps the highlights stick out so much more on Zerg, especially. I feel like it looks very nice. Protoss, maybe not as fantastic. Terran, pretty cool and awesome as well, but... Nevin says, I like the purple you can have on ladder better. This might be a match between friends based on the discussions here. If this isn't a ladder game. I don't know. We'll have to see how it works out though. So this is a huge 4-player map. This is Frost. 1, 2, 3, 4 starting locations. You have these crazy little attack paths at the bottom and at the top to get from left to right. You have attack paths along each side as well to get from north to south, and then some wider ramps that can be held by Zelnaga watchtowers. And by wider ramps, I mean 2. One right here and one right here. So, I mean, if you want to get to your opponent, it's pretty straightforward where you need to go. And there's a lot of dead space here. There's not super wide open attacking areas unless you consider this to be super wide open, and I'm not sure that I do. EATMYDICTION is scouting this space, does not see his opponent. Unfortunately, it seems like you'll find his Zerg opponent last, which is not a good feeling. EATMYDICTION is working. Ah, there's the Reaper expand. Let's pull out our list of Reaper names and see what this fine fellow will be going by for the 4.8 seconds he is alive. Okay, it's not 4.8 seconds. I exaggerated. Anyway, hey. Let's go with... I lost him. I was looking at my list and I lost our Reaper friend. There he is. We're going to call him... Drezik. Yep. Drezik it is. Dang it, come back, camera. Drezik walks past Liot and says... How are you doing, Liot? I'm here to kill drones and chew bubblegum, and I'm all out of bubblegum. Don't do it, Drezik. Drezik, do not kill hatchery. Do scouting at least. Oh, Drezik, no. Do not go on creep, Drezik. Drezik, they are faster than you on creep. Drezik, go. Oh, the control by Nevin. Maybe not that good, though. Get off. Go get pinned in the corner. Drezen, no. Drezen's alive. Don't go on the creep again, Drezen. Drezen, go back and heal first. Holy cow, Drezen. You are living life on the edge. Okay, all right, Drezen's alive. Combat drugs are kicking in. He does hop down the ramp. Nevin says, haha, 1 hit point. Did he get down to 1 hit point? He might have gotten down to 1 hit point. I believe Nevin on that one. Nicely done. I mean, no kills. Decent scout. Did see what's going on. Didn't see a second gas or anything. I mean, saw everything that Nevin had. So, I mean, it can't be a terrible scout, right? Could not be a terrible scout. I refuse to allow that. So, Nevin's going to sit back here and maybe actually kill this drone that's trying to build a hatch. Oh, Nevin! Clutch, stop. Oh, doesn't kill the drone, but does stop the hatchery. Lings come in. Nevin, do not get surrounded. Nevin. Ah, Nevin. Nevin, he burned bright, he burned hard, and then he flamed out fast. You guys. Bunker at the front for EATMYDICTION. I do like to see that. Queen here and a queen there. Injects looking okay on both of these teams, or both of these hatcheries. And that's a tech lab being made. Starport with a tech lab. Are we going to see Banshee? I do like Banshee. Hellions here too. That's something that's pretty strong at the lower levels, is going Hellion into Banshee. Just because usually the Zerg will make roaches to deal with it, and then Banshees show up, and the roaches are like, oh, lol, I can't do anything against Banshees. Nope. Looks like the tech lab is going to be used for boring normal stuff like stim pack research. Starport is not actually doing anything right now. Did I not turn on continuous music? No. One of these days I'll get this right every time. There's our music. It's back. Third hatch on the way. And here go the Hellions. Let's go ahead and, come on, move across the map. There it is. There it is. We'll use the camera follow option to see exactly where they are going. And clearly they're going to go up to the Zerg base. Worker count currently is 36-34. That could be a lot lower for Nevin when all is said and done. So here comes EATMYDICTION moving right on up. He's going to roast all of them Lings. Look at that Ling massacre burning alive. The Queens are good here, though. The Queens are good against Hellions. They can hold that ramp pretty darn efficiently. Unfortunately for EATMYDICTION, there's another way to get up over here. Over here, maybe kill these, swoop around this way. Like, there are some options if you want them. Don't go up this ramp, Diction. Don't do it, man. The other way. There it is. There's the other way. All right, so we're going to go this way. The Queens do respond pretty well. I always forget how fast they are on creep. They are fast. Drone kill. Any drone kills here are very, very good. Addiction says, that was worth it. That was worth 1 kill. These Lings, no, don't do it. Don't stop, though, Hellions. You got to kite them. There you go. You got to fire, move. Exactly what you want to do there. If you just hold still for Lings, you might die a little bit more quickly than you would expect. Roasting out some creep tumors. Ah, so dang frustrating for Zerg. You don't want to see that one. More and more Hellions coming out here. What is the transition for EATMYDICTION? He has a lot of barracks. He has that stim. Does he have any medevacs on the field yet? He does not. No, he only has 4 Marines. Whew. All right. Hellions just kind of keeping map control right now, which is what they want to do. Replanting those creep tumors pretty quickly. Here's Nevin. That's nice. APM for these players. 300 right now for Nevin. What? On average 150 though, which makes a lot more sense. Hellions on the high ground, trying to do some stuff. Great pull by Nevin though. Getting that the heck on out of there. These Lings do not know what they're doing. You can't attack Hellions with a handful of Lings, man. Don't kill that. Good micro moving the wounded Hellion back though. You just don't have enough to do this against 4 Queens. Not going to happen. You don't do extra damage to them. They have a pretty good range. They hit pretty darn hard. But that was not too terrible. Resources lost. 581 lost for Nevin. Only 200 for EATMYDICTION. Army supply 28 to 19 in favor of the Zerg player. But again, that worker count 50 to 44 again for the Zerg. Good surround. Lings get the run by. Oh, you didn't lift the supply depots. You didn't lift the supply depots. Why did you not do that? All right, so Lings are on up here trying to kill some SCVs. Surprisingly, there we go. There's 1, 2, and 3 there. 3, 4, I don't know. Remaining Ling tries to get inside the main and scout. There's the lift. EATMYDICTION finally gets a good lift here. All the Hellions come home, though. They're very low on HP, but they do manage to kill that Ling pretty darn quickly. Ling's trying to get inside, but when you tell someone to go inside where they can't, this is what they do. They pile up on the wall outside, and are like, I'm trying to do what you want me to do. Why are you so mean? Ugh. Is that a 4th base? That is a 4th base. Coming up for the Nevins. Banelings getting mixed up too. Nevin's complaining about lag for some reason. Maybe he was complaining about that with his Zergling control. I don't know. I do not know. Lings, Banelings, Queens. Very, very good against pretty much what EATMYDICTION is doing here. This Hellion Marine composition. I just feel like the Zerg's a lot better than the Terran. I mean, I guess that is a 3rd base up right now. It is 47 to 45 workers. Nevin's not exactly killing him in macro, but I just like the compositions. I like the control that he's shown thus far. Yes, he has lost 5 workers, but man, it's not that terrible at all. The Ling control could have been improved. I'm going to admit that. Going to admit the Ling control is not something that is super terrible. Ling's knocking down these here rocks along with their Queen sisters. I was going to say brethren, but what the heck is the female term for brethren? Sisterin? That's a surround. That is a surround. Ooh, okay, alright. So again, Zerg player makes it work. That's how many Lings you need to really adequately handle a fairly big number of Hellions. It's just a lot. So the rocks do explode, opening up this path a little bit more. I guess Nevin wants greater freedom to come defend this base if it comes down to it. Does he have centrifugal hooks? No, he does not. And if you're going to get that many Banelings, get centrifugal hooks at least. Pro tip from Falcon Paladin. He does have it. Why is that not? Oh, wrong place. I was looking at attack for some reason. There it is. And now they're rolling. They're rolling, Poland. Have I told you about the Baneling pet in World of Warcraft? There's a Baneling pet you get if, what is it? If you purchase something, if you got Heart of the Swarm, I believe it was, then you got a Baneling pet. And it goes behind, like, just follows you around. It's just for cosmetics. It doesn't attack anything really. It's for the Pokemon aspect of World of Warcraft, which I never really got into, but anyway, the Baneling animation when it's running behind you is like a fast waddle. Like, you can't make that roll. Come on, Blizzard. How is this not rolling behind me? It's just like waddle, 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 waddle. A bit of a Widowmine drop here doing some stuff while I'm talking about Warcraft. Anyway, I need to find a video that shows it because it's really stupid. I really wish that it would roll behind your mount as you ran or as you rode, but instead, it just kind of waddles very, very fast. The animation is dumb, and I don't like it. So, EATMYDICTION here, doing some more stuff. There are Lings ready for that one, though. No drop in there. Not with these Lings ready. Look at that. +2, +1. Ah, EATMYDICTION has some nice upgrades. And he's pushing up the middle. I'm not sorry. Nevin has some nice upgrades. EATMYDICTION does have +1/+1, which is also very nice indeed. Banelings could end this for Diction. Here it is, rolling right on in. Run, pick up, run. Trying to desperately split, but no. No, the annihilation of the entire Terran army. Some units did get picked up. A couple there. Widowmine does to get another shot. 3 kills. Muta's out for Nevin now. Gotta stop talking about Warcraft to pay attention to that production tab. That was beautiful. From Nevin, cleaned up the medevacs. That resources lost tab has got to show. Yeah, 4,100 lost for Diction and only 3,200 for Nevin. I mean, this is what the lower level games look like. Yes, the Terrans are super cost effective with that composition, but it requires some superior micro, some superior handling, some multitasking. The Zerg, if they're good, can keep even with the Terran player, but for the most part, it's very, very difficult to do. Is that Widowmine still killing stuff? Where is that thing? Don't actually see it. Did they kill it already? They may have. Wasn't it like right here? I feel like it was right here. Couple Marines out here. The Mutas can deal with them with no problem whatsoever. Diction sneaking on in, and the Banelings again trying to get some hits. That's a better splitting from Diction, and yes, killing some Banelings in the middle of nowhere is exactly what you want to do. With medevac support, can they handle this number of Lings? I don't know if they can, especially with those upgrades. That +2 means a lot. Lings with upgrades, I mean, that's something that is one of the most cost-efficient things to do in the game, is getting the +1 attack upgrade for Zerglings. Just because they attack so quickly, every hit benefits from that upgrade, and it adds up super well over time. Creep spread continuing to push on out here. Banelings mixed on in. Lings trying to do this, running away. There's Widowmines here now. That's not the one we were seeing earlier, though. Focusing the Banelings down fairly well. Look at this. Look at this from Diction. That is pro-level stuff. Taking out Banelings, focusing them down before they can crash onto you is very brilliant indeed. This base is definitely going to fall. But, oh, Ling run by. Ling run by. This base is in trouble. Not a planetary fortress. All those SCVs are going to die. It is tit for tat right now. Diction is taking out a hatchery. Nevin gets rid of an entire command center, orbital command, and all of the workers thereby involved. 64 to 40 workers right now, but this army is a little bit scary. Little bit scary. +2/+2 coming up now for Diction. Once that kicks in, it's going to be difficult for Nevin to deal this thing, although he is getting ultras, which is useful. So the Ultra Cavern on the way. That +3 melee attack, +2 ground carapace going to come in huge handy. But he needs something to deal with these units first, is what I'm going to say. Units trying to come up and join the army. The Muta's not really engaging here. Here it is, Lings and Banes. That's what you can do. Just have superior numbers of Lings and Banelings. And you too can take out your attacking Terran army. The Mutas are all going to die. Widowmine's assisted with that. That guy has 18 kills. What? Captain Widowmine there. Someone told me in a previous cast that actually machines and robots and stuff in the actual literal American army do get promotions. I guess drones and things like that. I don't know. I don't know. This is where we're going. It's the future. Oh, did you see the story? So did you hear about, I mean, if you're American, you probably did, but there was a protest in Dallas a few days ago protesting the police shootings of black men in America, just in general. And it was a peaceful protest. People were there just marching, letting their voices be heard. There were some actual policemen observing just to make sure that the protest didn't get too crazy. And then there was sniper fire. Somebody opened fire on the policemen, killed 5 of them, which is absolutely nuts. And the suspect, anyway, as Banelings come crashing on in here, wiping out Diction's army once again. This is something we've seen quite a bit from Nevin. Oh, no, we didn't wipe it out. There's still Marauders here. What? How is that possible? All right, Marauders with 100 medevacs. Maybe that's what it is. And a couple Marines. Exactly one Marine. Drones getting murdered there, too. Anyway, real quick, one of the suspects was holed up in a building with his gun, and the police knew where he was, they knew what he was doing, and they said, all right, Ultra pops out, gonna clean this thing up immediately or force a retreat, and he does. Said, all right, you need to come out, and he refused, he would not leave. And so what they did is they sent in a bomb disposal robot, which you actually use to get rid of bombs that are set up in public places, or private places, I guess, so that real people don't have to go in there and do it and risk getting exploded. But they sent a bomb disposal robot into the room with the guy and it was carrying a smaller bomb, which it uses to detonate the larger ones as part of its job and kill the dude. So I mean, it might be the first official example of the police using a robot to kill somebody. Yes, there are drone strikes quite a bit. Those are technically robots killing people, but that seemed to be kind of a milestone in my opinion. Ultras, Lings. I think the Ultras can handle this. Go, Ultra, go! Yeah, eating through that, especially with their Ling support. +3 attack. Do they have adrenal glands yet? They have adrenal glands. Oh, Ling Ultra. Ling Ultra, good. Another attack on up here, though. Diction going after these drones. This is a lot of dead workers, you guys. 27 workers killed by Nevin, 21 killed by Diction. Army desperately trying to get back to save the hatch. Can they make it? Lings are fast. Lings are fast, and they can. Oh, don't get left behind. Don't get left. Ah, one guy got left behind. Everybody else made it, though. That's very nice. That's very nice to see. Planetary Fortress there as well. It is 101 to 115 total supply. So fairly close. I mean, this is reminding me very much of a Heart of the Swarm type replay. As we don't actually see... Oh, I was going to say we don't see Ghost. But we do see Ghost. Diction knows what he's doing. Diction knows what he's doing. See the Ultra, get the Ghost, profit. Again, at the lower levels, maybe not as effective as we've seen at the higher levels, but still pretty darn amazing. Another Ling run by here. This is just... I don't know. I just wonder why we don't see this more often, I guess. Even from the pros. We don't often see little Ling run-bys go in and just decimate worker lines against Terran, but it's really good. It's really good if you can make it happen. Ling's getting a full surround here. Again, you don't have much that can shoot up, so the Medivacs can't get rid of them. Is there another Widow Mine here? What? That looked like a Widow Mine explosion. I don't know if it might have been. There's an Overseer here, so it probably got killed, is what my estimation is. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4 base Zerg. After losing that one was the problem, and essentially a 3-base Terran. So both players have really smacked each other around in this game. It's 15 minutes in, but it kind of feels like we're closer to 7 or 8 minutes just because of how much stuff has been lost. Resources lost here, 70,900 for Nevin and 14,500 for Diction. See, Diction went ahead and made that right in the end. Ling's Ultras, I saw some Vipers getting mixed in too, possibly for Blinding Cloud, which seems good. Blinding Cloud... I don't know. Ultras trundling right on in here. They do have their 7 armor. Getting that full surround on the Planetary Fortress. Lings coming in from the other side as well. They're forcing everybody away. Widow Mines, though! Oh, Widow Mines, though. Austin, don't watch. Austin, don't watch this. Austin's going to be so mad when he sees this replay, you guys. Oh, man. So mad. Widow Mine kills everywhere. 8 kills, 10 kills. That Ling counter that tried to push the bio away so the Ultras could actually attack the Planetary Fortress. Ouch. Ouch. Meanwhile, Diction coming right on in, going to take down this hatch, finish what he started, and all the drones are forced to retreat on home. Now, Creep Tumor, Brewlings getting mixed in there at the exact same time. Base there for Nevin, and an inject there for Nevin as well. I mean, I called it inject. It's probably not going to be one because this is Midrank Madness, but still, it's a potential thing. Planetary Fortress does have 4 total kills. Shouldn't be too proud of itself for that one. I mean... robot, so you shouldn't program pride into these things, right? No. I watched Blade Runner for the first time last night. I mean, my first impression is that it's slow. It's a slow movie. There's a lot of time spent just looking at stuff and having long conversations. For something about the future and robots, it's not that fast-paced. Another drop up here. Again, Diction says, I'm going to drop you till Kingdom Come. If you're not going to make any mutas to deal with that, then that's your problem. There are some Vipers, but Corruptors would be nice here too, Nevin. That'd be super duper nice. Anyway, this base is out of control as well. But yeah, the point is, in Blade Runner, there are these replicants, which are essentially robots that are indistinguishable from humans, like literally indistinguishable, unless you can do a test on them that provokes an emotional response, or is supposed to provoke an emotional response, and it doesn't. Then you know it's a robot. But even then, they said, like, one of the lines was, eventually replicants develop emotions on their own. And it's like, okay, so at that point, like, they're human, right? At that point, that's all they are. Like, I don't know why you would call them robots. I guess because they were built in a lab, but some people at that point, I assume, are built in labs. Ling's trying to get us around here. Got to get those ghosts, man. Really got to interrupt those steady targetings. Yeah, look at that. Ling's on top of the ghost piles. You got to protect those ghosts, man. Oh, it doesn't happen. Finally, there's a Mutaflock out. I don't know where those guys were 4 minutes ago, but the Mutas are out. They're trying to kill Medivacs. The Ultras are safe because of their Ling friends. I always feel like Ultras and Lings are like, I want to say Arya and the Hound from Game of Thrones, just big old hulking dudes hanging out with little tiny fast dudes. Or girls, if you're talking about Arya. It's just a nice composition. I like it. I like how it works. This should be a PF so bad. This should definitely be a Planetary Fortress Diction. Either way, does force a liftoff. The SCVs are trying to get out. The Ultras pinning stuff against the wall there. Not where you want to be. Wall pinning. Not for you. That's my public service announcement. That base is still up. There was a steady targeting that got off. Ultras, though, falling pretty quick here. There it is. Another one dying. 2 here. 3 left. And wow, Nevin won that fight fairly handily. 97 to 78 total supply. Ghost back here. More Widow Mine shots. Missile turrets just killing stuff. Nevin carelessly flying over missile turrets. Don't really want to do that. Base now up and running. Did he replant this with like... what is that? Like 400 minerals left, 800, maybe 1,000 minerals remaining. is replanting that base, which I can agree with. Expanding away from the Terran is definitely where you want to go as a Zerg player, especially at this level. I like that Nevin is looking for little ninja expands that Diction has been trying. That is fantastic. There's nothing worse than playing your opponent what you think is a standstill, sniping off bases, and suddenly you realize, oh, they had 3 more bases in that fog of war I didn't know existed and just came and killed me. Idle drones, get back to work. Idle drones, get back to work. Come on, idle drones, you can do this thing. Fine. Fine, don't do this thing. Drones mixed on in here too. Bloop. And the drone's going to work. Excellent news. Another Ling run by attempted. Hey, look, a planetary fortress. Diction heard me. Diction heard what I said. Getting some ghosts, getting some ultras and mutas is the Zerg opponent. More and more Lings. Army supply 71 to 73. Diction has the lead. Worker supply 36 to 37. 36 to 37 at the 20-minute mark. This has been absolutely nutso. Nutso gameplay. Brought to you by Falcon Paladin. Ultra with 8 armor plus 3 Kaiser Blades and some Lings. I don't know. Ultra's trying to do this thing. Blinding Cloud used to great effect. Minimizing, let's see, minimizes to 1. Like, minimizes the vision of your enemy and ground units and structures to melee range. That's what it is. So if you want to attack an Ultra when you have Blinding Cloud on, you got to walk right the heck on up to him. And that's what he wants. That is what he wants. You have an Overseer? No Viper! No Viper! No Viper. Get out. Viper, you're a caster. Don't be on the front lines. What you doing, son? What you doing, Willis? Steady targeting being used. Getting some shots off there. The Ghost managed to get it off without getting shot in the face too badly. Happily mining from up here, and there it is. There's the Ninja Expand from Diction. I don't think Nevin knows about that. Trying to kill this base so hard. Blinding Cloud there, but not as useful when everything you're attacking it with is melee. But in the end, it doesn't matter. It does not matter. Lots of dead SCVs there. Lots of dead SCVs. 42 workers killed by Diction, 37 by Nevin. Again, getting rid of the Vipers. Is Diction wearing his purple proudly right now, man? The ghosts look cool wearing their purple. I mean, that's not purple. That looks red, but it could just be some ambient lighting. Did you scout this and then leave? Oh, you almost scouted it, but you didn't. Holy cow. Attempted drop here. Did not work out at all. Ultralisk very happy with 6 kills. He is a Slayer pushing up. Diction trying to end this thing. No, catching Ultras off guard. Run, Ultras, run! Oh, steady targeting. Oh, steady targeting. I mean, that didn't really matter in that case. But Diction has the bigger army, I would say. Sniping off one of the medevacs was good, but all the mutas die there. +2, +3 has been upgraded by Diction. It doesn't have the +3, but I'm not sure how much it really matters at this point. Steady targeting being used kind of on the front lines. There we go. These guys in the back know what they're all about. Queens getting destroyed there as well. This base in a huge amount of trouble. Splits off some units to kill this, the other units to cover the ramp. I like that from Diction. What do we have here? Some Vipers coming on in. 106 to 70 total supply. Diction might have this, you guys. He's looking very good indeed. What is this army looking like for the Terran? 2 Ultras, 2 Vipers, and 3 Queens. Nope. Nope, not going to happen. I mean, he's going to try. This is pretty much all he has, though. This is just a lot of bio with some good upgrades. So here comes EATMYDICTION, splitting in case there are Banelings. Killing himself some creep tumors. Is that burrowing some Widow Mines in case Lings show up? Steady targeting being used against the 2 Ultras. Then they die. I mean, transfuses keep them alive a little bit longer, but they die almost immediately after that. 53 to 103 total supply. EATMYDICTION is doubling up. Nevin in that. All the Broodlings going to die there as well. Eggs getting destroyed. Lings coming down. Bad rally. Only 4 of them managed to survive after running down that ramp. Moving into the main base, Diction is going to put a hammer on the nail on this coffin. Going after the Ultralisk Cavern, saying no more Ultras for you. Lings trying to come out and just, I mean, absolutely getting decimated and lost, and they are abandoned, and it is very, very, very sad. So here it is, Diction looking strong. How many bases do you have, said Nevins? I mean, 1 secret ninja base. Essentially, it is now 3. This one's not really doing anything. Mule's getting tossed on down. Nevin has acquiesced at this point. His APM is currently at 60, which, you know what, is not that lower than it's been. Just kidding, I have 5. That's also a lie. Diction, come on, man. You have 4 bases. I mean, these are mined out. I don't know if they really count, and there's nothing happening here. I don't know. Maybe Nevin, you're going to base race this thing, Nevin? Is that what you're going to try to do? Oh, it's not a planetary fortress. All right, small handful of Lings in here. And an Ultra. Where'd you get an Ultra? All these SCVs are going to die. Stopping the pathing amazingly well. That is one heck of a massacre. Look at all these dead workers. Lings, Ultras heading on in. Gonna base race this sucker. Let's do it, they said, refusing to go down and go quietly into that good night. Handful of lings, not enough! Not enough to stop the onslaught of Nevin. What is happening? Lift the supply depots. Lift the supply depots. Lift the supply depots. Didn't lift the supply depots. Alright, Ghost getting pinned against the bunker. Everybody in the bunker dying as well. Finally lifting just a little bit too late. Nevin. I mean, I don't know that Nevin can win this thing, but this is a lot closer than I thought it was going to be. Supply depots going down. Lings and Ultras just inside the main base, killing whatever the heck they want. Not a lot of money here for Addiction, by the way. Not much mining happening whatsoever. Ghost Academy getting focused down by these cracklings. Barracks, starports dying. Addiction flying back and walking back as fast as he possibly can to clean out this stupid infestation. Oh, leaves a small group of Marines, though, to do another favor. Wipe out all of them drones. Single Ultra, not enough. You can't walk back and forth. Oh, it just walks back and forth. Why would you do that? Widowmine's getting killed before it can burrow. And yeah, I mean, taking out supply depots, trying to do what you can, but I think this might be it. The last gasp. Another group of lings here. Nevin just refuses to die. I have to say, I respect this. Never say die, never surrender. Trying to go in the main base when there is defense there. Not the greatest of ideas, but perhaps finding, I don't know, finding that base. This group of Marines is still here. 14 kills on that Marine, 10 kills on that Marine. These guys are veterans. Actually, what are they? Sergeant? Sergeant? I think it's funny that you get promotions based on how many kills you have. That's not really how it works in the actual military, is it? Isn't it like leadership skill and time and stuff? Anyway, drones heading around here. What is happening? What is happening? 9 harvesters to 2 left. Nevin has 2 Zerglings left, or 2 workers left. Trying to get a surround on these guys, but there's not enough. Not enough lings. I think he could have done it with enough lings. And that's it. The GG from Nevin. GG from Eat My Addiction. And Eat My Addiction is victorious. Woo! 26-minute Midrank Madness there for you guys. That was a good one. That was a good one. Some pretty good micro on display, some pretty good decision making, some macro, really good back and forth. Nobody just sat around doing nothing for most of the game. So defended as best he could was Nevin, but losing those bases was just too much. I mean, he lost this base. I mean, we can see he lost all of his bases, obviously, but before the end even, he was losing bases pretty handily, and Addiction was able to hold on to them pretty excellently as well. So that's it from me. This has been Falcon Paladin with yet another weekly edition of Midrank Madness. If you would like to see your game cast in Midrank Madness, go ahead and send it to falconpaladin@gmail.com with the subject of Midrank Madness. I will send it to my screeners. They will send me the best ones back, and we will get those cast. You can also find me on Twitter and Facebook, both at /FalconPaladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.